Capacity planning is one of the most powerful parts of SolarWinds Virtualization Manager. In capacity planning, we will answer the key questions of when you are running out of resources on your environment, as well as how many more virtual machines can you fit. This includes what-if analysis. Virtualization Manager looks at 5 key metrics to determine these answers. We look at the current state and trends on how much storage space is being consumed: CPU, memory, storage I/O contention, and network throughput. If memory continues to trend upwards on this cluster at the rate that it currently is, May 17th would be the outage date. We also calculate these depletion dates for CPU and storage and determine how many more VMs you can fit into your environment. Cluster by cluster, we're taking the time to understand what is a small, average, and large VM on a cluster. Then answering the question, how many more of those VMs can fit and what is the constraint? For example, in this Bastogne cluster, I can fit 13 more average VMs before memory becomes the capacity constraint. To get more details, we have a capacity planning tool that's capable of what-if analysis and scenarios in the environment. You see the same constraint information that you saw on the dashboard, but it also includes a capacity view which breaks out capacity constraint by constraint. I can see here that I can fit 79 average VMs across my whole environment before I run out of memory. But if I address the memory issue, I can fit 510 before the CPU becomes the constraint. Using the what-if analysis, I can test failover capacity, which simulates if one host in this cluster fails, do I still have enough room to host the VMs? In this worst-case analysis, we will remove the host with the largest memory and CPU first. Also, you can add more hosts into the equation. This information can be used to justify hardware purchases or how additional hardware in the environment would allow you to load balance your workload. You can toggle on and off the different resource constraints throughout capacity planning, as well as control the outage thresholds. For example, if you don't want 100% to be the outage threshold for space, you can lower that number. Instead of planning against the average VM under workload, you can have the option to specify VMs that you're planning on deploying and what resource these VMs require. Finally, we look at 5 days worth of data over a 24-hour sample period. This can be configured to accommodate VDI, nightly backups, or other workloads that are time-specific. Set a start and end time to isolate the part of the data for when VDI or backups are under load to provide a more accurate capacity planning output. For more information on Virtualization Manager, visit solarwinds.com/virtualization manager.